tribal trails. The Son of God, He's near. He chose to walk with us these tribal trails.
Hi, and welcome to Tribal Trails. A while ago, we recorded the Singing Hills in concert, and today we're going to see and hear part of it. We pray that the words shared and the songs that are sung will minister to your heart.
For anyone that's here that maybe doesn't know our family, or you haven't seen us for a long time, we're an Indian family, but there's one on the stage that isn't. Can you spot the one that isn't? Iroquois Indians, there are 6 different tribes. There's even a reserve called the Six Nations Indian Reserve. All my family is there. They all still live there. One of the tribes is the peaceful and loving and kind, wonderful Seneca Indians, my tribe. Another one of the tribes, they're always causing some difficulties on our reserve. Mohawk Indians, you've heard about them, even with their haircuts. I mean, they're just way out there. Playing the piano for us, my beautiful wife, her name is Patty, genuine green-eyed Mohawk Indian. I have 4 daughters altogether, Carrie, Kelly, Kim, and Corey. And if we'd had another child, it would have been Kook. But here's what we have now on this platform. Carrie, Kelly, Kim, and Kevin. Isn't that something? Now, Carrie, put your hand up. And Kelly, and Kimberly, and Kevin. Yeah, in case you didn't know who it was. Now, the 3 are my daughters. That's my wife. My name is Roger. This young fellow is from the Mennonite tribe. You notice we call ourselves Indians, and I'm proud to be a North American Indian, and I was this for lots of years, like 50 years. I woke up and looked in the mirror, there I was, a North American Indian. One day I woke up and I was supposed to be something else. Still felt the same, still looked the same. Didn't sound right to send the children outside to play cowboys and First Nations. Sometimes we show up Indian time, eat Indian food, watch Indian TV, tribal trails. Let's sing.
Carrying up my Lord was crucified. We just enjoy so much singing old hymns of the church, and we would love it if you could join us on this next song. Would you be so kind and stand with us? And why don't we try What a Fellowship, What a Joy Divine, Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. Let's try this together. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning on Jesus, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms. Now we're just going to play this through another time, and while we do, why don't you turn around and shake someone's hand or see who's sitting behind you? What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning on Jesus, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. So give yourselves a hand.
It is wonderful and easy to lean on Jesus when things are going good. But the biggest test to our faith is when things are going bad. We need to thirst after God like the psalmist. O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry and weary land where there is no water.
Do you live in a place where it never rains, where the sands of time never seem to change?
Does the ground swallow up every tear you cry? Still nothing ever grows, cause it's just too dry.
Do you believe life is more than a desert? Do you believe you can find a way out? Do you know where to find your relief? There's a well, there is a well. She was drawing from the well when he met her there. Jesus knew of her past, still he seemed to care.
And he said, are you thirsty but cannot find?
I know where there's water of a different kind. Do you believe life is more than a desert? Do you believe you can find a way out? Do you know where to find your relief? There's a well, there is a well. Do you believe life is more than a desert? Do you believe you can find your way out? Do you know where to find your relief? There's a well, there is a well.
There is a
Well, there is a well, there is a well. Yes, there is a well.
There is a well.
So, do you believe? When we are experiencing God's faithfulness in life situations and seeing answers to our prayers, our trust in God grows. As days turn into years, we have more and more reasons to go on living for Him. That doesn't mean that there's no hard times, but He brings you through them. And in those troubles, we get to know God better. Others will also see how God is working in you, and it will influence them. You won't want to turn back. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Carrie's going to come and sing a song that we just love. This is our family testimony. I've come too far.
Too far to look back again. There is nothing behind me. All the pleasures I used to know have all faded from view. There's a new day ahead for me. All my heartache is over, for I left it at Calvary, where my new life began. I've come too far to look back. My feet have walked through the valley. I've climbed mountains, crossed rivers, desert places I've known. But I'm nearing the home shore. The redeemed are rejoicing. Heaven's angels are singing. I've come too far to look back. Too far to look back. Just look around, there's no happiness. There's no reason for living. Life will give you a broken dream, full of sorrow and fear. Turn around, don't look back again. Face a new day before you. Place your heartache in Jesus' hand. He can mend broken dreams. I've come too far to look back. My feet have walked through the valley. I've climbed mountains, crossed rivers, desert places I've known. But I'm nearing the home shore. The redeemed are rejoicing. Heaven's angels are singing. I've come too far to look back. Too far to look back. But I'm nearing the home shore. The redeemed are rejoicing. Heaven's angels are singing. I've come too far to look back. Too far to look back.
I was raised on the Six Nations Indian Reserve, and in my family there were 6 boys, 2 girls, mom and dad, 10 little natives, Indians, natives. Anyways, they were little. We can fit a lot of people in a van. We just had a little green van. That's all it was, and all 10 of us would fit in there, and we'd go off. Anyways, our house on the reserve was the one that Christians would go by, and they would say, "There's no way that family could ever become Christians," and they'd miss us, and they missed us for a long time, and God had to do a miracle. You see, my dad was one of the biggest alcoholics on the reserve. My mom did not like churches, Christians, the Bible, nothing to do with that. She hated that. She wanted to believe there wasn't a God. That's where I was. Jesus found us. He did a great miracle, and he found our little house on that little reserve there, and he found my father. My father got saved, and I know that if we'd never gone to church or I hadn't read anything, I would have watched his life, and I would eventually have said, "Dad, whatever's happened to you, I want it." But here's something that's interesting, see? I was 12 years old. I was part of that family that Christians thought they couldn't come to the Lord. And they just gave up on us. If you had come to me and told me the good news of Jesus when I was 12 years old, I would have believed you. Maybe there's a family that you know of and they're not doing so great, and you kind of say, "Wow, I don't know, I just don't know." Maybe there's a child there that's waiting to hear from you the good news of what Jesus can do. God saved our whole family. We started singing. We were the first Singing Hills. We traveled some 15 years as I was growing up. Our families came along, and then it all stopped. Dad went on to heaven. I tell you, the little green van, if it pulled up and you were going to be the person to come out and put gas in it, my dad was going to tell you the good news of Jesus. You were going to hear what happened to him. If you sat on a bench at a mall and you sat beside my dad, you were going to hear of the good news. Now, every concert we had, my dad had to sing this next song.
This is in the Mohawk language.
Nenio in English means alone with God. And my dad spent so many years running from God that once he found him, I think that's why he liked this song so much. Do you know, one man turned his life around. 10 people in our family changed. Went on to my children, changed. Goes on to my grandchildren, changed. One man can leave a legacy of that. If you happen to be here tonight and you haven't started your journey for Jesus yet, let's say you started tonight. And from this night onward, you could start leaving a legacy of influencing loved ones and friends for the good. That's what you could have. Here's what the English sounds like.
When I see the moments nearing, when I shall sleep beneath the sun, when time with me is disappearing, I want to be alone with God. Alone with God. The world forbid it. Alone with God. Oh blessed retreat. Alone with God. And in Him hidden. To hold with Him. 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 Communion sweet. Nay, nay, nee, oh. Nay, nay, nee, oh.
You see, we're all getting to an age where, let's face it, we don't know if we're going to see each other down here on earth again. I mean, we've been doing this a lot of years, haven't we? We have. I mean, some of you sitting here, 30 years ago, you heard our family sing. Do you think 30 years from now we're going to be doing this and sitting here? I don't know. But someplace along the way, one or all of us, we're going to go on, right?
Yes, that's right. On this earth, no matter what age we are, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. On the day this was planned, a head-on car accident occurred just outside on the highway, causing a fatality. There are no guarantees how long we will live here. Death is only a heartbeat away. If you haven't made that decision to believe in Jesus Christ, don't procrastinate. Do it now. You've just heard about how not only one life can change, but many lives will be affected. Just because of your choice, it can cause changes for generations. You can leave a legacy. And if you are following Jesus, experiencing that vital relationship with Him, He gives a whole new outlook on everything, including the future. He helps us to see beyond this earthly life. It says in 2 Peter chapter 3, "But in keeping with His promise, we are looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth, the home of righteousness. So then, dear friends, since you are looking forward to this, make every effort to be found spotless, blameless, and at peace with Him." When we are looking at God, His promises, and the future with Him, it also helps to motivate us to live a life pleasing to Him here. As we close this program, remember that we want you to be ready, both for now and for all eternity.
I am ready to move to heaven, to a land that's fair and bright, to a place of perfect peace, in that everlasting light. Jesus has gone to build for me a mansion there, I know. And the next time that you see me, I may be living in my heavenly home. The next time that you see me, maybe on streets of gold. The next time that you see me, I may be wearing
a brand new road. Maybe kneeling at his feet or shaking his nail-scarred hand. Yes, the next time that you see me, I may be living in glory land. Now you may come to visit me and knock upon my door. You may not get an answer. I won't be living here anymore. You see, I'm just here for a short while, and then I'll soon be gone. For the next time that you see me, I may be living in my brand new home. The next time that you see me, maybe on streets of gold. The next time that you see me, I may be wearing a brand new robe. Maybe kneeling at his feet or shaking his nail-scarred hand. For the next time that you see me, I may be living in glory land. Maybe kneeling at his feet or shaking his nail-scarred hand.